Jambo, welcome back to the second video of the WhatIF analysis with data tables. And in this example, we are going to find the payment for different borrowed amounts. I'm going to expand this, different borrowed amounts and at different rates. So in the previous example, we calculated the payment amounts, different payment amounts for different rates. Okay, but in this second tutorial, we are going to calculate the different payment amounts here for different rates and also different borrowed amounts. Does that make sense? Yeah, I hope so. So the question that we are trying to answer is, we used WhatIF analysis to get these values here, but payment function also, the PMT function also gets the same amount. So does it make sense to use the PMT function, I mean the WhatIF analysis, if the PMT function can do the same? So I'm giving you scenario number 2 or tutorial number 2 just to explain further on how this is beneficial in such scenarios where you want to find both different interest rates and different borrowed amounts. The most important part is for this cell here. This is where you're going to put your initial function. Remember in the first video we put our initial function here, the PMT function. So we are going to place ours here where it's the interjection between, it's the junction between the rate and the amounts. So we'll go to formulas, then select insert function. The PMT function is already here. And then the rate, we are going to take this percentage here. It's already 5.04. It's like this one. It's the first rate. Then I'm going to make it absolute. Then divided by 12 because we want to find it per month. Then the net periods, we are going to, the net period is 10 if I'm not wrong, or 1 2 3, okay, it doesn't matter, it's 10. And we are going to make it absolute as well and multiply by 12. Then the present value, which is the borrowed amount, the current borrowed amount is this, make it absolute as well. Okay, then there's no future value because we are intent to repay the loan in full. If I click done, we get 53.13. If I use the previous amount, which was 40,000, let's see what we get. 40,000, we get 425.04. let me see, 425. Oh, the rate are a bit different because if we use, yeah, so that's the first amount, and here the repayment period was 24, so it's 239, okay, which is basically what we got here. Okay, so it's right. If I want to use the WhatIF analysis with this, I just select, remember we said this is what should be the first amount, and it should be, let me use this, we need it in dollars, so it's quite confusing. Dollar, great. So if you're going to use the WhatIF analysis, this amount needs to be in the junction between the two, but you highlight the whole table, then you go to data and you do WhatIF analysis, data table. The row input cell is whatever will be represented on the row, and that is the rate. So the first rate is here, so I'm going to select that. It's made absolute by Excel, and Excel knows the row input is the percentages, and the percentage value is represented by this. Then the column input cell is the amounts, and the amount is represented by this. So I'm going to, sorry, let me delete that. It's the absolute value here. Okay, first of all, before doing this, I've realized something. We need to shift the amount here back to 5,000 because that was the first amount here. Okay, so, and then we calculated using 10. I just wanted to give that back to you, and then highlight it. Then let's go to WhatIF analysis on the data, WhatIF analysis, data table. The raw input should be this, it's made absolute. Then the column input is the amount, which is the first amount is represented by this. Then you click on OK. It autofills for you on everything. So you see 5,000, the first amount, 5.04%, you get the same amount as here. Okay, so this is how you are able to calculate these amounts. Let me just take this format paint and take all of them. Okay, voila. So you see, what if analysis has assisted us to calculate both the payments for different interest rates and also different principal amounts, borrowed amounts. See you in the next tutorial where we'll be talking about what if analysis with the goal seek. See you then, and bye.